Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer Ross and I want to share my understanding and clarifying goals and thoughts with you, and just especially because that this is my first year as a dyslexia therapist and how that's transitioned from a traditional classroom. So as a traditional classroom teacher, I mostly would say my major goals for my students, especially in the ELA side, is just the progress of reading levels and is watching them and supporting them and the different areas that can help them progress through that. So it is a little bit different in dyslexia, where I am able to do just obviously the central purpose is to support reading, building accurate reading and fluency, but also I really am focused. A huge component is our comprehension piece, and part of that curriculum includes a big chunk of grammar. And so lots of my students are first and even second graders, and so a lot of that, especially the bigger things like the prepositional phrases and adverbs and adjectives, are really, really new to those younger populations and younger students. So these are some of my established goals. Learners will understand and identify the parts of speech and be able to diagram a sentence. And so that's maybe is something you and I did at older grades, but it really has seemed to support my students' ability to know the part of the sentence that's coming and connect this grammar to their actual reading in a traditional book. So, and then my essential question, how does an understanding of sentence structure and parts of speech help me as a reader and a writer? Because it is helping them understand that what we do maybe on my interactive whiteboard transfers to when they're reading a text or maybe writing in their classroom. And I think it's really important to help my students not just kind of regurgitate this is a noun, this is a verb, but to really understand the depth and how it really supports them just as a learner. So just a couple things. I have noticed that a lot of what we do is just a lot of memory and a lot of practice along with the multisensory instruction, but sometimes it does just become students kind of just regurgitate information or even just kind of guess it with their parts of speech. But I think when I can intentionally connect it to their learning, their work in the classrooms, even their everyday life, it really does help build purpose and build that understanding. So I just love the thoughts from the text that say that learning does have to be flexible and adaptable for future use, because without that, I'm just kind of spinning my wheels and we may be interacting with the whiteboard and identifying and diagramming, but we have to be able to transfer it into the classroom, into daily reading, into our writing assignments and journaling, to really support students understanding better. So that's one way I really help clarify the goals for students. Of course, it is individual. As students that are just coming in maybe really are just focused on those nouns and verbs, whereas students that have progressed through the curriculum and the program are able to really identify and diagram the meatier sentences, those compound sentences with lots of adjectives, adverbs, and prepositional phrases. And so the other underlying thing is it's a consistent review, because I know students, when they come back from this break, or maybe next fall, or even after a shorter Christmas break, we know that they need that continual review to add another layer. And as they maybe add an adverb, they need to make sure they understand those foundational nouns and verbs and subjects and predicates. And so I've really seen that take off with even my younger students who have limited experience in the classroom from this, but it really has seemed to help them both read more fluently and write more expressively, but also help them gain confidence in some different areas and understand text in a deeper way. So thanks. You guys have a great week.